Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how I fill in my brows. First, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Cure Brow Gel in the shade number 5 and my Anastasia number 7B brush. I'm going to start in the middle of my brow and then working my way towards the tail, depositing most of the product there and then feathering the remainder of that product towards the front of my brow. And then I will take that product to the top of my brow and create another line, starting in the middle and working my way towards the tail end of my brow, and then taking whatever product is remaining on the brush and working that through the remainder of my brow, darkening the middle and the outer edge first, and then feathering whatever product is left towards the front of my brow so that the front is a little lighter and looks a little bit more natural. Once I get to the front of my brow, I like to go in with more short flick-like motions with the brush just to make sure that I'm not applying too much product to the front of my brow. And then I'll go in with my spoolie and brush it out a little bit and then go back and touch up whatever I feel like needs to be touched up. And then after I get my brow how I want it, I'll go in with my spoolie one more time throughout the entire brow just to make sure that everything is blended together before I move to the other eyebrow and do the exact same thing. Now with this brow being my problem brow, it does take me a little bit longer to fill it in, but I do the exact same thing. I start in the middle and work my way towards the end, depositing most of the product there and then feathering whatever remains up front. And then I'll go along the top and create another line from the middle of my brow to the tail. This brow in particular doesn't grow as thick as the other one, so I kind of have to go in and create more of a shape. But I do the exact same process. After I get that line, I'll go back in with the remainder of the product on the brush and fill in the remainder of my brow before moving towards the front of my brow. Once I get to the front, I will go in with those short flick-like motions with the brush, applying more of a light shadow there, and then I'll go in with my spoolie and brush everything through. And then to clean up my brows, I will be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep and a flat concealer brush, and I will just clean up the top of my brow. I prefer to go in with the shade Deep because it's a little closer to my skin tone, my foundation shade, and it doesn't make the top of my brow look as harsh. And then I'll just go in and blend that out with a Morphe E23 brush just to make sure that it's blended nicely into my skin. And then I'll just do the same thing on the other side as well. To clean up underneath my brow, I like to go in with the Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand. I prefer to go in with a lighter shade because I like to use this also as a brow bone highlight. So I'll use that on the same flat concealer brush, apply that underneath my brow a little heavier on the tail end and a little lighter in the front, just to make sure that it blends a little bit easier. And after I apply that to both sides, I will go back in with the Morphe E23 and blend that out. Now you will notice that the concealer is going to look a little bit light, but that's just because after this I'm filming an eyeshadow tutorial, so a lot of that was going to get covered up anyway. But on a regular day-to-day basis, if I'm not doing eyeshadow, I'll just go in with the shade Deep. But after I get that blended out, I'm going to go in with my Eyeko brow gel and run that through my brows just to make sure that they don't move and that they stay in place all day. But yeah guys, that is pretty much how I fill in my brows every day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.